Let me tell you that an actual episode of Minnie Mouse Clubhouse would have actually aired on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on accident. Well, it did back in 2006. When Mickey Mouse Clubhouse first aired, it was aimed to toddlers. And on the more good side, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was a show I actually remember watching on Disney Junior. It was a show about Mickey and his clubhouse and how he helps his pals along the way. Each title of an episode describing what the episode is about. Each using their Mouseka tools, every single segment of the episode. With Mickey's help from you, he could solve anything. But let me tell you, if a Minnie Mouse Clubhouse would have aired in a Mickey episode, well, it actually did. But first, let's go to the very beginning. It all started back in 2005. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was in development, and the pilot was. The pilot was lost, but it was shown back in 2005. As soon as this show ran its first season, kids loved it, and adults think it's appropriate for kids. Now, one day, and it was actually back in 2007. So, back in 2007, originally the creators wanted to create a squeal to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, most notably around his sensible girlfriend Minnie. I would usually see Minnie in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse too, but in her signature red dress. Not red, pink. With the white polka dots, with the same bow in the color of the polka dots. And the pink. So, the developers decided to start Minnie Mouse now in her new clubhouse. This also reminded me of the episode Donald's Clubhouse from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, where Donald wanted his own clubhouse instead of just Mickey. And I thought that was funny. But when you really look into Minnie Mouse Clubhouse, it's not as it seems sometimes. Especially when there's a squeal, no one would like it, if they would. Minnie's Bow Tunes used to came out, I think back in the era of 2013, 2014, or 2012. While Minnie Mouse Clubhouse would have made its debut in 2007 after the show Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Now, during this time, I think I know that maybe Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is still airing episodes. But as soon as the producers started to work on the squeal, I don't think it went so well. Some of the producers say to make Minnie cute in the series. But I think one of the creators went too far, making Minnie more evil than usual, which was the backstory behind the series. Which is why the episodes seem a bit gore much of times. Like the previous episodes, this episode is more of a backstory. Minnie Mouse Clubhouse would have aired 2 seasons, but unexpectedly, sadly, the series never aired. The whole series, the episodes. And here's the reason why. People just thought that the episodes were just appropriate, and it wasn't the audience. It was also the creators. Whenever they do a clip of each episode, there's one time in the episode that things would go horribly wrong and ruin stuff. For example, when I did the Daisy's 16th or 13th birthday episode, 16th, I used to said that Daisy had blood and Kukuloka died, which was too gore for a kid's show. Now, what I'm going to talk about is an actual Minnie Mouse Clubhouse episode that accidentally aired on Disney Junior back then in 2009. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You don't think Minnie Mouse Clubhouse would actually appear. Of course not. I think I would just call it a story or a theory. So let's get started. Now that we talked about the history of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, let's talk about where the story started. Of course, 2006. After the show made its first run, my sister and brother started to watch it when they were babies, as much as they would. But when it became 2007, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse became popularity. And it made me so happy that my sister and brother were enjoying it. But one time was a time I wouldn't forget. When I was a kid, back then, I think the same year 2006 when the show aired, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is what I would used to watch. Believe me, I wasn't actually alive in 2006. This was just my friend's story. So, during that time, I was watching Disney Junior rarely. My friend would watch it rarely. She would watch many episodes of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse when she was little. She would have merchandise, including Mickey and Minnie, both of them in their Clubhouse outfits. But one day was curious for the little friend of mine. When she saw a logo pop up next to the Disney Junior logo that said, "New episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, coming today at 10 o'clock a.m. She flew up with happiness. As soon as an episode of an old Disney Junior show would stop, the episode would begin. As soon as it was 10 o'clock, she ran downstairs, made herself some drink, some popcorn, and ran down to the stairs on the couch. As soon as she turned on the TV, she heard one of the logos we would hear. Actually, this wasn't from 2006. It was during the year 2011, the same year Disney Junior made its debut. And as soon as that popped up, the announcer from the logo would say, as a female, "Now, here comes Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on Disney Junior." She was so happy a new episode was airing. The episode, of course, started with Mickey walking down a hill, but what was weird was that he was with Minnie, and he said something different. When he said, "You want to come inside my clubhouse?" he instead said, "You want to come inside my clubhouse with Minnie?" So here's how it begins. Mickey, of course, walks up the hill and says hi to the audience. Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse." And then laughs a bit. "You want to come inside my clubhouse with Minnie?" My friend didn't care. But she never heard Mickey say with Minnie when he said after Clubhouse. Mickey then points his ear up to his ear and says nothing, making the audience respond to what he's saying. My friend then says yes. "Well then, all right," Mickey said. But after that, something weird happened. Now Minnie was talking. Instead of him saying "let's go," Minnie said, "Let's roll!" "Oh, I almost forgot. what he usually says. To make the clubhouse appear, we get to say the magic words. Miska, Muska. But before Mickey would say Mickey Mouse, he actually didn't. He then stopped and let Minnie talk. Minnie Mouse! Mickey then looked at Minnie sternly. Whatever, I'll just go with it. They both said, Miska, Muska, Minnie Mouse! What then happened was a Minnie-shaped clubhouse that was, of course, pink and white polka dots. The theme song started, but instead of Mickey, it sung Minnie. MINNIEMOUSE. Minnie then says, That's me! It was kind of weird, but my friend decided to skip the intro and get on with the episode. The episode was my friend sadly didn't remember the title of the episode, but what it said on the bottom was kind of concerning. Minnie's taking over the clubhouse was said on the bottom. That's strange, my friend said in a little kid voice. It then pans down to Minnie with a pink and purple room with a hot pink a bit in the background as the dots on the background. It also showed the Mouska tool instead of Toodles in the Mouska tool with colors blue, red, and yellowish. It showed instead a pink, purple, and hot pink tone and showed Toodles. Hi everybody, welcome to our clubhouse. We then hear, of course, a knock at the door, which we would always hear in a Minnie Mouse Clubhouse episode at first. Come in, Minnie said. It was all of Minnie's friends. Why, hello everybody! How are you doing? Everyone was confused. Minnie then said, What's the matter, you guys? Donald had said, Oh, phooey! I thought we were gonna have a picnic today. I'm trying to do my best Donald voice. Anyways, Daisy then said, Yeah, Minnie, I thought we were gonna have a picnic today. How could you not remember? Minnie was confused now. I don't know why. But then she said, I don't remember planning a picnic. Donald then put his hand by his head, slapping it by his head. Minnie, you used to said it days ago, said Goofy. Yeah, Minnie, said Mickey. Minnie was confused but went by it anyway. But what's even weirder is that she then shrugged and then it then split the screen to the next scene, which was weird. What's even weirder was that the episode was short, not about 22 to 23 minutes long, but instead, I think it was kind of 16 minutes. It then showed Minnie and the gang going on a picnic in her pink and white car. It then stopped. We're here! Everyone then popped out. Oh, gee, Minnie, this looks like a pretty place to have our picnic, said Daisy. Oh, you're just gonna love it. But Minnie forgotten something. She forgot the basket she left at home. Oh no, I forgot the picnic basket. Oh, and the food is still here. I'll be right back, guys. The next scene then showed Minnie going up to her house. Millie and Melody not in there because they were at a babysitter. And Daisy and Mickey were at the picnic already, of course. Minnie then looked in her cabinet and didn't see the basket anywhere. She looked everywhere but couldn't even see it. "Oh yes, the clubhouse," she said. Soon, what's even weirder is that the screen keeps changing every second. The screen then changes to the I don't know. A scene to the clubhouse, Minnie's clubhouse. Minnie then opened the door to see nothing there. Minnie had a confused look on her face. Everything was just here. "Oh yes, Minnie Mouse," Pete then said, which was behind her. "Gee, Minnie, you sure have a good clubhouse. May I take it?" "Oh, no, thank you, Pete," Minnie said. "I'm looking for the picnic basket so my friends could have a picnic to carry the food in." But what Minnie didn't know was that Pete had the picnic basket. "Oh, Minnie Mouse, look what I have." Pete then took out a basket which looked like Minnie's. "That's my basket," Minnie then said, and tries to catch it, but she was too smaller than Pete. "Sorry, Minnie Mouse, I guess I'll be having all the food." Minnie couldn't help it. What she did was much worse. My friend got shocked as soon as Pete ran outside. Minnie stabbed him with a knife. And it's not cartoonish, it's actual realistic. "How do you like it now, Pete? How do you like it when someone just stabs you in the stomach as you steal something, robber?" Pete didn't say anything. Of course he was dead. My friend started to cry a bit and started to tell Mom. When the mom came in, she was shocked and stopped the TV with the remote. "Don't worry, dear. I won't be worried. But I'll help you, okay? Call the police." After that, during nighttime, after she watched the episode, she became traumatized that she didn't want to go to bed. The image of Minnie with the knife killing Pete was still in her head, with blood splattered everywhere on the screen. She started crying a bit, but decided to go downstairs to calm herself by getting a drink of water. But before she came back, something weird happened on the TV. The TV turned to static, and then it got back to the Minnie episode, which has been going to static ever since she watched it that day. It then continued with the next scene. Minnie now going to the picnic with blood all over herself, with the picnic basket all bloody, including the bloody food. Minnie then says, "I'm back." Everyone was shocked. Minnie didn't recognize that there was blood on herself. "Oh, Minnie, there's blood on you," Mickey said. "Gorge, did something happen? Did a pie splatter in your picnic basket? Maybe an apple pie?" Everyone looked at Minnie shocked. Minnie then looked down on herself, and then she screamed. "My clothes are all messy," Minnie then said. "You did it! You killed someone," Mickey said. Everyone was shocked, looked at Minnie, and became angry.